Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to F1 Manager 2024 and another part of our Lotus Road to Glory career mode. Today we are back with the Mexican Grand Prix. Not a sprint weekend, of course, so just a normal weekend to enjoy. Thank you very much for the support on the series so far. Let's get ourselves immersed into the action. 5 races to go. First things first, we need to install some replacements on the car. I think we're in a pretty good place. Probably need to make a couple more front wings just because they're cheap. So let's go for 3 more of them. And they will be pretty much ready for the next Grand Prix. We got more manufacturing coming through as well, of course. Willie Meyer has been poached by Alpine. That's absolutely fine. We can acknowledge that. We've got Randeep Singh coming in next season to fill that role. Okay. Right, where are we up to with all of this then? In terms of the warehouse chassis, we've got 4. Looking good. Front wing, we've now got 4, which is good. 5 rear wings, 4 side pods, 4 underfloors, and 4 suspensions. Perfect. Right. Okay. Everybody is feeling pretty happy at the moment. Yeah. Everybody is satisfied. Very, very good. Right. Let's get ourselves into it then. Here we go for this weekend. It's going to be a cracker. So, Daniel Ricciardo, 18th or higher, should finish there. 17th or higher for Andrea Kimi Antonelli. It's the Mexican Grand Prix coming up.
We return once more to the hustle and bustle of Mexico City. The Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez is F1's highest altitude track at more than 2,000 meters above sea level. Teams are
right then, I will get us into qualifying. Looks like a nice hot weekend, so it means no no wet weather to throw a spanner in the works.
Now it's time to see who'll come out on top as qualifying gets underway.
Mexico City's thin air presents a real test to teams during qualifying laps. Reduced downforce can mean tricky cornering and a test for keeping the power units cool around this track.
And we've got Daniel Ricciardo there, Karun. How do you think he'll be feeling going into this one?
I'll say this, it's always a pleasure seeing a confident driver take to the track. Being in the right frame of mind is a real advantage.
So get yourselves comfortable. It's going to be quite the ride.
Right then, let's get ourselves into qualifying. Both the setup satisfactions looking pretty damn good, to be honest with you. There's not really a lot we can do to make this any better, other than possibly something like that. But yeah, we're clutching at straws here, really. I think 97% is a very good setup satisfaction, so that's what we're going to go for. 100% for Daniel Ricciardo. Let's get ourselves onto... Well, let's give him fresh engines, because to be fair, it's a bit of a power circuit, this one. So Daniel Ricciardo has them in the bank. Let's go for them. We don't need to particularly worry about engine wear with him. In terms of Antonelli, I mustn't have changed his stuff over in practice. It seems okay, though. Don't quite know how that's happened. Oh well. Let's get ourselves into qualifying then and see how we get on.
Okay, green light, green light.
So I'm going to send out Daniel Ricciardo first. And send out Antonelli straight after. Give him a bit of a distant tour. Should be able to comfortably get through into qualifying 2, so there's no real need to watch too closely. But there you go, Antonelli. Oh, just 4 thousandths of a second behind in the end. Very, very close between the two Lotus cars, and this has been the real pleasure in the last few races, is how close these guys are. We've got a red flag, and that is Lance Stroll, who just lost the back end into the barrier, and he is out of qualifying. So that's fine by us. Does mean that some of the others are going to have used a set of tyres that they don't particularly want to use again. Does also mess up the grip and the rubber of the circuit, and it might mean that actually our boys are quickest here when all is said and done. But we'll see. And there goes Verstappen. Yeah, only 0.3 quicker. So I think we're going to be very, very much near the top of Q1. Going into Q2, I'm sure it will massively improve again. It's just one of those glitches with the red flag. Don't really know why it happens, but there you go. Leclerc gets up into third, but nobody else really getting close. So fourth and fifth for Ricciardo and Antonelli in Q1. Nice and easily through to Q2. Now we are going to use the scrub tyres for our first run. So both out again. Let's just tell Daniel to let his teammate through.
And clear on pit exit. Clear on pit exit.
Is he going to do that?
Push. Clear ahead.
No.
Remember, mode push, mode push.
Okay, we'll just have to let them go. Just going to give Antonelli a nice tow. So here we come then. Daniel Ricciardo up to the line, 14.9. And he's slightly quicker than his teammate.
Okay,
That's
understood.
where everybody else comes out. So Verstappen a 14.0. Leclerc a 14.2. Albon, Bottas, Russell, Magnussen slower than us. Tsunoda slower than Ricciardo. Hamilton's had a spin out there. That's not going to be ideal for him. So there's a chance of getting both cars through to Q3 here. Bit of a run out at the end of this session. So let's see. So yeah, Antonelli already off and running. Antonelli's really the one that needs to improve if he can. He's not going to improve in Sector 1 because he hasn't got the tow this time. So 27.4s all round there. And yeah, Hulkenberg getting right in the way of Ricciardo. That's not going to help Ricciardo's middle sector. So Ricciardo could be out here once Antonelli is done. Antonelli over the line. He goes 7th. And Ricciardo comes in. And he is going to be starting 11th. Which is a real shame. Because we had the pace with Daniel Ricciardo to get through. But yeah, just traffic there at the end was what did it for us. Right. Antonelli then is our lone wolf in qualifying 3. Going to use the scrub tyres. We want to keep 2 sets of scrubs for tomorrow. 2 sets of brand new tyres for tomorrow. To give us those strategy options. Yeah, had to slow down. And you can see he's lost a decent amount of time there. But luckily it's on the scrub tyres.
Okay, press in button, and we'll box now.
It's always worth getting that scrub tyre time in. gets his eye in a little bit. I'll send him now while it's very, very quiet. Hopefully we'll do a little bit better here. He's going to come round, and here comes Kimi Antonelli up to the lines in the 14s, up to P6.
You're currently P6.
That's very nice.
Lap time is good.
Not sure anybody is going to beat that.
Just watch the FIA
Although the two Aston Martins have managed that. Hulkenberg's not going to manage it. What about Tsunoda? Nope, he's not either. So Kimi Antonelli will start 8th, although he'll start 7th because of Zhou Guanyu's penalty. And Ricciardo will probably start in 10th.
It's almost time to get things going here in Mexico City as we settle down for 71 laps of breathtaking action.
Okay, let's have a look at strategy then. So we do have a good amount of soft tyres. I mean, is a 3-stop worth it? Let's see. So that's 6 seconds quicker. Gives you a bit of flexibility. Yeah, I quite like that. Maybe we'll go with that with Daniel Ricciardo. With Kimi Antonelli, though. Possibly go soft. Hard in the middle, and then soft at the end. Yeah. It's going to be quicker to be on the mediums come the end of the race. Yeah, I quite like that. Gives you a little bit of flexibility out there. Okay, let's head into this. Going to be aggressive from the start. Let's get ourselves into this Grand Prix. Here we go.
Welcome back, everyone. The final preparations are now being made as we head into the race. I suspect that we'll all be closely following Charles Leclerc in this one.
5th place is a good starting point for them. Where can they go from here?
Right, let's get to it then.
Okay, it's time.
What will happen next? We're about to find out at the Mexico City Grand Prix. And it's
Lights out, so away we go. Here for the Mexican Grand Prix.
What do we have to do?
We are going to hang on board with Kimi Antonelli because he has a great chance into turn 1 here. And in these first couple of laps in general, he should be the one to watch. Zhou Guanyu starting all the way down in 14th, and there we go then with Antonelli, and he's going to swing to the inside here. This could be a good move. He tried it, but yeah, didn't make it stick. So he stays 7th for now.
Currently P7.
He's following George Russell through this first sector. As Ricciardo has got past Hulkenberg as well. Remember, Ricciardo has definitely got more pace than he showed. He was quicker than Antonelli in general over 1 lap. So Ricciardo's got more to give, but he is going to go through the pits an extra time. So can probably afford to go a little bit more aggressive. And here we go then, with a chance. It's going to be down the inside, Antonelli. And he is through. Nicely done as Stroll, well, his awful weekend continues. He's spun at turn 1, and he is now at the rear of the field. We would love Antonelli to stay within DRS range of these two. And Ricciardo has passed Russell as well. And here comes Antonelli. He's going to get past Piastri here. Yeah. Oh, well, that was so close. He's going to have DRS on the second run. Down to turn 3. No, not quite. Didn't quite manage it there. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's doing good amount of work for Antonelli here.
DRS is currently disabled. DRS is currently disabled.
Right, now we're gonna pull everything down for Ricciardo.
More if we can.
And there goes Norris back past him. He has lost the back, unfortunately, of Russell. So Antonelli is past Piastri. Must have pushed him out wide. It won't be long before Russell's on the back of him here by the looks of this. I think Aston Martin have definitely found something recently. Right, here comes Daniel. DRS on Norris. And he gets through. Nicely done. Right. Okay, Antonelli's going to be a bit of a... well, at the front of a bit of a DRS train, I think. That's surely going to help us out. And the final corner, Antonelli's surely going to lose out to Russell here. We want to lose out to Piastri as well, but probably will on the next run down. There goes Piastri having a look around the outside, turns into the inside, but Antonelli defends very well. So Russell attacking well here. And there he goes, he's through. So Piastri through now. Antonelli's just given himself DRS for the next two zones. There goes Antonelli, past Piastri again. Here comes Ricciardo, possibly past Piastri as well. Surely into the next turn. Yeah, nicely done. Right. Possibly now is the time to say, don't fight your teammate. Just stay within a second, hopefully. But don't fight him. Isn't it? Oh, well, we got a McLaren having a look. I think Ricciardo's okay. We're gonna have to allow him to pass. Yeah. That will bring Ricciardo up to the back of George Russell now. Definitely seems to be struggling a little bit here. Antonelli just doesn't quite have the pace at the moment. Here comes Ricciardo past Russell. Medium tyres seem to be the ones to be on. Now, do we have those compounds in the house? I don't think so. These mediums definitely seem better than the softs. There's Antonelli. He's P11 at the moment. That's really not good.
Understood.
Antonelli down to 12th. I think let's bring him in this lap. Let's get him off these soft tyres. Doesn't seem to be helping. I'll see what he can do. It's obviously an early pit stop for Antonelli. It doesn't help his strategy particularly. We can bring him in now. Just updating the strategy. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Oh, and it's a slow pit stop. They can't get that new one on. 12-second pit stop
That's not a good stop
for Antonelli. And that's pretty much going to keep him out of contention today. Right. I'm not going to bring him in. So Ricciardo's in now. Need to have a better pit stop than that. That's for certain. Oh, and it is a 2.1. That's going to be one of the fastest of the race. Now, Daniel, you need to stay. Oh, he's slowed down a lot there. Needed to stay in front of Sargent, really.
Do you think?
Okay, understood.
Alright, won't be long before he gets past Sargent, you wouldn't have thought. Actually through now then. Antonelli. Could do with a bit of ERS just to pull forward a bit. Okay, so Ricciardo 1.6 behind K-Mag. It's a very early pit stop, but for Ricciardo's strategy to work, he needs to be aggressive and using his tyres when he's got that tyre advantage. And that's exactly what he's managing to do right now. So, here we go. DRS open, and he is past Kevin Magnussen. It's just about within a second, I think, of Théo Pourchaire. So DRS open on him now. And he's obviously going to get the next bout of it as well. Which is fantastic. Very good. Right. Behind Pierre Gasly now in the Kicksauber. DRS. And he is through. Very nice, up to 13th and well ahead of the likes of Yuki Tsunoda, for instance. He's one of the guys he was fighting for.
Oh no, that's a slow
Last
pit
points.
stop there.
He needs to get past this Williams quickly. And does with DRS. We'll push on now. Bottas in the pits. Hamilton in the pits as well. So here we go. 8 seconds behind Alex Albon now. Trying to use a bit of DRS to help him out. Zhou Guan Yu, where is he going to come out? He's leaving the pit lane now, but he's a decent way behind Daniel Ricciardo here. And the brand new hard tyres. So on these past signs now. He's catching up to Yuki Tsunoda. So finding a much more consistent lap time out there on these hard tyres. As Max Verstappen puts in fastest lap, a 1:19.5. Russell all the way up in 3rd position right now, but his tyres are going to drop off a cliff very shortly. Same for Alex Albon, really. Let's push Danny's ERS. So Russell's in. How much of an undercut are we going to get? A significant amount, really. Russell coming out just now. He's going to be just in front of his teammate, I think. So they're going to be battling. That's going to help Daniel Ricciardo as well. Long before he's on the back of Albon. And Bottas overtakes Antonelli. It's interesting. Is Bottas on? Yeah. Okay. So Albon in the pits. Russell's right behind now. You can see the two Aston Martins zoning in on us. They've just found some pace over the last few races, haven't they? Russell's on the medium tyres. So here we go then. Russell is going to make it past Antonelli. Right behind Bottas now. DRS open. And he is through. Nicely done again from Antonelli. Up to 12th place, but just keeps losing out at Bottas. I mean, Bottas does have slightly better hard tyres than him. It's not much of an excuse. Okay, yellow flag's out there. Is there going to be a safety car?
We've got a yellow
Don't think
flag
so.
here.
It's Sargent. Bottas is going to have us again here. Okay, so let's zoom it through a few laps. Zhou is going to get Ricciardo. Not much of a surprise. Antonelli loses out to Albon. That's not great. So Ricciardo P9. Leclerc's got a mechanical fault. Not in for a few laps just yet. Hulkenberg's tyres, he's on the soft tyres, so you would expect him to be quicker at this stage. Both of them on their ERS. Hamilton's just put in the fastest lap, interestingly. So Albon's gone past him as well. Right, Daniel Ricciardo. He's going to be coming in this lap then.
Push to keep within DRS.
So here he comes, Daniel Ricciardo into the pit lane, needs a quick stop. It needs to be a 2.1er. Once again, if possible here. And it is, it's a 2.2 this time. Very good pit stop. Needs to come out ahead of Ocon. I don't know what that slowing down is all about, but doesn't desperately matter at this stage because Ricciardo should be fast. When is Antonelli coming in? He's coming in lap 46. Ricciardo right behind Ocon. Won't be long before he's passed. Stay in front and did. So we're going to bring in Antonelli early again. Maybe put him on a conserve strategy. Ricciardo's still got another pit stop. Antonelli's in. That's a lovely pit stop, 2.3. About to get lapped up. Hulkenberg managed to pass him on hard tyres. I think it just shows these soft tyres are not really the ones to be on this weekend, but don't have a lot of choice now. We're locked into this strategy. There's nothing else we can do with Ricciardo. So it could be a pointless weekend. Yeah. Which is a real shame. Past Tsunoda. Zhou's going to have to come in as well. But I think everybody else other than the top two have their final pit stop.
Looks like a pit stop issue.
Back on tire 1 capacity, please.
Still has some drag.
Just trying to keep Antonelli. Running really. Ricardo coming in this lap. Needs a good pit stop. And gets one, 2.3, and comes back out in 12th place. So, now is the time for Daniel Ricciardo to show his best form. I would think that he is going to be setting personal bests. The final 15 laps of this race. Antonelli, meanwhile, looking after his tyres reasonably well. Needs to do that for another couple of laps if possible.
Use overtake.
Yep.
Let's use overtake for a little bit. It's within 2.5 of Sonoda now. 10 laps to go on Sonoda's tyres. I mean, they're probably not going to last the rest of the race, are they? Ricardo's surely got to start closing in soon. But the problem is he's 15 seconds behind Zhou Guanyu in the points, so I'm not certain there is going to be anything in it for us today. So here we go, DRS. He's through. He's got very nice tyres, but it's not going to be very helpful for him. Antonelli desperately trying to unlap himself. Ricardo. 13 seconds is the gap. There's 3 laps to go, so unless there's a crash or something similar, it's going to be 11th place, isn't it? Which is a shame. But we tried our best today, just didn't seem to have the race pace. Final lap of the race for Max Verstappen, 12 seconds ahead of Alonso. Piastri is third, ahead of Hamilton in 4th place. Norris is 5th, then Russell, then Leclerc, then Albon, Hülkenberg, and Zhou Guanyu is rounding out the top 10. Ricciardo's going to finish 11th. Antonelli lost 10 seconds in the pit stop today, but would have only finished 13th anyway, so I think it was a quicker strategy today to go for the aggression like Ricciardo did. I think ultimately we needed to have more medium and hard tyres left, and Max Verstappen has won it.
And today's winner.
And here we come then. Ricciardo is going to come across the line. He's going to finish 11th. Disappointing day today.
Second flag.
Here comes Antonelli.
Yes, P11.
He finishes
P11.
14th, but a positive is we hit our performance targets.
Cheers, guys.
But we didn't finish in the points.
As always, there will be lots to talk about after that race, including the performance from the driver currently on our screens.
A 14th place finish today, no points and lots to think about.
And no doubt, Verstappen fans will be celebrating the Dutchman's achievement.
There really doesn't seem to be a way to stop them winning this year. Amazing consistency.
A carnival atmosphere, as always, for the Mexico City Grand Prix. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
And that's it from us all here in Mexico City.
Coming up in the next round is the Sao Paulo Grand Prix as we head to Brazil. Join us next time at Interlagos.
Okay, Brazilian Grand Prix, always fun. Aston Martin definitely back on it over the last few weekends. Ricciardo remains in the top 10 in the championship, but Zhou Guanyu might threaten that into the constructors, and you would think that we are going to finish in 6th place. I think that will be the case. Daniel Ricciardo had the 5th quickest pit stop today. Unfortunately, Ferrari had a very good weekend, as did Mercedes with the pit stops, meaning that we fall slightly behind them. But yeah, this was not good. Not good, that 10 seconds lost. And $1 million made in profit. Fabulous. Okay, so it's going to be the Brazilian Grand Prix next time out. And, well, we have a new ATR period. I think we're due some research coming through. We got a little bit of money as well, and we will just about go past the start of the next month, but that won't be until we've got out of Brazil. So yeah, we'll have to set some research or one research task off probably before then, and yeah, very, very good. But it is the last ATR window of the season, I believe. So when does it end? Does it say? Doesn't say. Let's have a look. Don't think there's another. No, that's the last ATR period. So yeah, that's going to be our last window of opportunity to do some research for next year's car. If you have enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up down below, subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.